is the famous Jun Nebadon, pure liver bowl. My first impression? A mountain of scallions so tall you can't even see the rice or the liver hiding underneath. But I wasn't sure if there was a proper way to eat it, so I decided to dive right in with chopsticks and a spoon. So before coming here, I had to read some Google reviews. Some people described it as completely addictive. They said things like, forget ramen, the true star here is the liver. Apparently, the liver and onions are stir-fried in a hot plate until fragrant, then coated in a thick, sweet and spicy sauce that clings to every piece. The best way, they say, is to scoop it over white rice, at one bite at a time. It's the ultimate style of eating. But then, there were reviews at the other extreme. One person even wrote, it's like someone dumped sugar on it as if they had a personal grudge against their parents. They said it was so sweet it felt like eating candy with rice, and they described it as pure torture. So with all that in mind, where would I land on the spectrum? Well, I think what sets this dish apart are the scallions and the liver itself. Scallions add crunch to the dish without having that oniony taste. And the liver, there was a generous portion, much more meat than rice, I think, which is always a win in my book. When I took my first bite, though, immediately it hit me. That sweetness, strong sweetness. A little spice in the background, but really, the sweetness quite dominated everything. Well, now I don't mind sweet food. In fact, I love desserts, but this was different. It wasn't dessert sweet, it was heavy sauce sweet. Almost like someone took caramelized sauce and poured it all over my savory liver. I just kept eating and eating, hoping I'd adjust, but honestly, the sugar hit me harder than the Tokyo summer heat. I did try, of course, adding some white pepper. That didn't help much. I also did something I'll admit was a little desperate and embarrassing. I secretly poured the soup that came with my lunch set into the bowl just to cut the sweetness. And did it help? A little bit, yes. But honestly, halfway through, this dish has defeated me. And that almost never happens. And still, don't get me wrong, the liver itself was tender, delicious. The scallions, perfectly fresh, wasn't spicy at all. And I completely understand why this dish has a loyal following. It's just not something you'd eat lightly. Maybe the smarter way is to get set with a smaller portion of liver and some ramen on the side. That way you get variety, and the sweetness doesn't overwhelm. Hey, maybe add in some gyoza. So lesson learned, next time I'll be more strategic. But hey, isn't that part of the fun of exploring food in Japan? Sometimes you win, sometimes the food wins. Today, the pure liver bowl won. When I left, there were already 6 people waiting outside, so clearly this dish is popular. I was full, yep, grateful for the protein boost, but still curious. Why do so many people in Japan love such a sweet liver dish? Maybe that contrast of strong flavors is exactly the charm. What do you think? Would you try Saien's famous liver bowl if you came to Japan? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you're curious how this actually tastes, Stay tuned. In my next episode, I'll be recreating Saien's pure liver bowl at home and sharing the recipe with you. If you enjoyed this little walk from my neighborhood market to this classic restaurant, don't forget to subscribe for more food adventures and life stories here in Tokyo. See you next time!